And now the goal is near. Only Cloanthus is left, and Mnestheus makes for him, and straining with all his power, presses forward. Then indeed the shouting doubles as the chase is urged along by many cheers. The heavens re-echo with the roar. Cloanthus' crewmen now think it is a disgrace to fail to keep the fame and honor they themselves have won, and they would give their very lives for glory. But Mnestheus' men are strengthened by success. They have the power, because they feel they have it. And now perhaps, both prows abreast, the men of Mnestheus would have won the prize, had not Cloanthus, stretching seaward both his hands, poured prayers, and called upon the gods with vows. You gods who rule the kingdom of the seas, whose waters I now race upon, to keep the promise that I pledge, I shall with gladness offer a snow-white bull before your altars along this beach, and I shall fling its entrails into your salt waves, and pour out pure wine. He spoke, and all the company of Nereids beneath the sea heard him. Father Portunus drove on Cloanthus' ship with his great hand. She flies to land faster than south wind or swift arrow. Then she rests in that deep harbor. At this, Anchises' son, following custom, assembles every one. Then has the herald's loud voice proclaim Cloanthus as the victor. He crowns his temples with green laurel, and he has him choose 3 bullocks for each crew, and wine and an enormous silver talent. And for the captains he has special honors. A gold-embroidered cape goes to the victor. Around its borders ran a double fringe of Melibæan purple, sinuous and rich, and woven in it Ganymede, the royal boy, with javelin, gives keen chase. He is panting, tiring, running stags. And Jove's swift armor-bearer sweeps him up from Ida in his talons. And the boy's old guardians in vain implore the stars. The savage barking of the dogs disturbs the skies. To him who has earned second place, Aeneas gives, to keep as shield in battle, and as an ornament, a corselet made of triple-plated gold and polished chains. This he himself had torn, as victor, from Demolis, beside swift Simois, beneath high Ilium. And even with their straining shoulders, Sagaris and Phegeus, the servants, find that massive chainwork almost too much for them to carry off. And yet, while wearing this, Demolis used once to chase the straggling Trojans. As third prize, he then presents a pair of brazen cauldrons and bowls of silver, rough with high relief. Victors had received their gifts, and proud of their rewards were moving on, their prows entwined with purple ribbons, when, dislodged with difficulty from the ruthless rock, oars lost, with one disabled tier, Sergestus brought in his mocked-at ship, inglorious. And just as often when a snake, surprised upon the high road and run over by a brazen wheel that slants across him, or else beaten by a traveller's heavy blow and left half dead and mangled by a stone, will try in vain to run away and rise his body in long coils. A part of him is fierce, his eyes are glowing, and he lifts his hissing throat on high. A part, maimed by the wound, prevents his moves. He twists and twines and folds himself on his own limbs. So did the ship move slowly on with her slow oars, and yet she spreads her sails, her canvas full, she rides into the harbor. Then Aeneas, glad that the galley is saved, his comrades back, presents Sergestus with the promised prize, a female slave, the Cretan Pholoe, one not unskilful in Minerva's arts, a woman bearing twin sons at her breast.